Namaste, welcome to Gita's Kitchen. On Tuesday, the 1st of March, we will be celebrating Mahashivratri this year. Generally, people observe a fast on Shivratri, and others we take some fruits or especially sweet potato and sometimes payasam made with moong dal. Today I am going to show you a simple payasam which we can make with sweet potato. For this, I have taken about half a kg of sweet potatoes and washed them thoroughly and kept it ready. Next, we will peel the sweet potatoes and grate it. You can just easily grate it using a grater like this. Today I am going to use my food processor for grating it. Now heat some ghee in a pan. I have a few pieces of cashew nut. We'll fry it and keep it aside. Drain them out when they are golden. Next, add this grated sweet potato to the same pan. Lightly roast it in the remaining ghee in the pan. Here I have some boiled milk. I am adding that to this sweet potato. And allow the grated sweet potato to cook in the milk. Every year I have been sharing with you different stories for various festivals. Shivratri also, I have shared with you many stories. You can go back to the earlier uploads on Shivratri and check if you haven't seen. So I was wondering which story I should share with you today. And this one, which children also really enjoy, came to my mind. This is a story about Kubera and Shiva. So while this cooks, let me tell you the story. Kubera was once driven out of the kingdom and he didn't have a place to stay. He lost all his wealth and he prayed hard to Shiva. Shiva then became happy with his devotion and granted him a place to stay and granted him lots of wealth. Kubera was very happy. But then as his wealth grew, Kubera is known as the god of wealth also. So as his wealth grew, his pride also grew. He became very proud and arrogant about his wealth. And some people, when they get this wealth, then there is no end to their ego and they start showing off their wealth in many ways whichever they can. And the easiest way is to throw a big feast and call a number of people and make a large number of items just to show off your wealth. So Kubera also felt like this. So one day he came over to Kailash, that is Shiva's abode, and invited him saying, Shiva, please come over to my place. I have organized a magnificent feast for all of you. So then Shiva, who could actually understand what was really going on in Kubera's mind, he knew that in this case his intention was not devotion out of which he was calling Shiva, but because he wanted to boast and show his immense wealth. That his pride is what has made him invite him for the feast. But anyway, Shiva didn't express it outside. He told Kubera, he said, Kubera, see, we are a little busy, but instead I will send my son Ganesha. You please give him the grand feast. He will enjoy it a lot. So Kubera agreed. He said, what can this small boy eat? And he went away with his usual, arrogant self. Then on the next day, Ganesha goes to Kubera's palace for his feast, and then he looks around and he says, where is the dining hall? Kubera says, it is there, please go and sit down. So then when he tells the servants, please serve everything to this small boy. So when the servants start serving the meal, they are surprised because whatever is served, they served him dozens of laddus, lots of other sweets and rice and different vegetables and what have you. You can imagine everything. He just gobbled them all up in no time at all and says, bring some more. Now the cooks and servers, they were really surprised and they didn't know what to do, and at one stage they said, sorry sir, whatever we have cooked, everything is finished. Ganesha said, what is this? I have just started eating and you are saying everything is finished. So then the cook said, don't worry sir, I'll again get something more cooked and bring and serve. We just wait for a little while. So Ganesha said, okay, and he waited. Then again the cook sat and prepared lot of sweets and savories and different things. Remember, it was a grand feast. So they had laddu, jalebi, jaggery, Mysore pak, padusha, samosa, kachori. So many different varieties of items because he wanted to show off his wealth and a number of items which were on the menu. And Ganesha ate them all and still he was not satisfied. He wanted more. Then he said, what is this? You called me for a feast and my stomach is not getting full at all. Then I said, okay, sir, you can have some vegetables and fruits. So Ganesha said, okay, bring it on. He ate up all the fruits, he gobbled up. He used to take a bunch of bananas, gobble it up fully in no time. Like that, bananas, apple, pineapple, whatever you have. He gobbled up all the fruits. Then he looked around, oh, there were a few vegetables. He ate that up also. Now, these people are in Kubera's palace. Everybody got worried and they reported to Kubera, this is what Ganesha is doing. And by the time Kubera could reach there, he said, now what else is left? Only the firewood which you have used for cooking. I'll eat that up also. He ate up the firewood too. And then he was about to go and eat the vessels also which they use for cooking. Then Kubera realized his mistake and he said, please stop, I don't know how. He said, what is it? He said, don't eat anymore because your stomach will burst. Ganesha said, what do you mean my stomach will burst? My stomach is only half full and don't you know I have this snake around my belly. Ganesha is also called as Lambodara with a big belly. And so then Kubera realized his mistake and then he ran to Kailash and he pleaded with Lord Shiva. He said, oh, what is happening? I don't know. Ganesha has eaten up the feast which I had ordered for more than 500 guests. He has singly eaten it all up. He has consumed all my raw ingredients, my rice, my dal, my vegetables, fruits. Everything is done. Even the firewood he gobbled up. What am I to do? So then he prostrates before Shiva and says, Shiva, I have now realized my mistake. So please forgive me. I know that is a lesson you have taught me in humility, that I should not be proud of my wealth. Then Shiva says, yes, good that now you have realized it. And Mother Parvati then takes a handful of puffed rice and she gives it to Kubera and says, now you go and give this to Ganesha. He says, Ganesha has eaten everything, his stomach is not full. You think he's going to be feel full with this just handful of puffed rice? Parvati says yes. Then he goes and hands it over to Ganesha and Ganesha says, yes, my stomach is totally full now. I am totally, I have been fed well and I feel satisfied. So this is a lesson to show that when we offer something to the Lord, it is not that we have to show our immense wealth or what we have or the numbers of things we make. That is of least importance. What is more important is the devotion with which you give. You just offer one leaf, one flower, one fruit. That is enough. And the Lord is satisfied. So let us all pray to Lord Shiva on this auspicious occasion of Mahashivratri to bless us all so that our pride is destroyed, we don't develop an ego and we always remain with humility. Let's come back to our kheer now. See, our sweet potato has cooked well and the kheer has also thickened. Now I am adding half a cup of jaggery powder to this. I'll give you the link in the description box. Mix it very well once again. First I added about half liter of milk. Now we'll top it up with more milk. Another say 200-250 ml. Mix it all well together and just allow it to come to a boil. Whenever you make any milk based sweets, please remember to use a heavy pan so that it does not stick to the bottom. See, it has started boiling again. This is optional. I have just taken a few saffron strands and dissolve it in milk. Give it a good mix and then we can switch it off. Now we'll add the fried cashew nuts also to it, and we are ready to serve out the sweet potato kheer or sweet potato payasam as an offering to Lord Shiva on this auspicious occasion of Mahashivratri. As I always say, whenever we offer any food to the Lord, it should not be done with pride. It's not that we are giving the Lord and therefore He is eating it. No. It is because we are showing our gratitude to God and offering it to Him and saying, thank you God for enabling me to enjoy this food today. With prayers for a very happy and auspicious Mahashivratri to all. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to Gita's Kitchen and we'll meet again with another interesting video from Gita's Kitchen. Thank you.